When we think of intelligence, we usually imagine humans at the top. After all, we build cities, launch rockets, and create AI to write video scripts. But what if I told you there are animals out there that might be smarter than us? Not in a build a smartphone kind of way, but in the way they navigate the world, solve problems, and survive without overcomplicating life. Today, we're looking at 5 animals that might be more intelligent than we give them credit for, and in some cases, smarter than us. Let's start with one of the most misunderstood geniuses of the ocean. 1. The octopus. This creature isn't just a squishy sea alien. It's basically the closest thing we have to a real-life alien. Octopuses have 9 brains, 1 central brain and a mini one in each arm. That's like having 8 little assistants working independently. They can open jars from the inside, solve mazes, escape tanks using stealth and memory, and they've even been caught sneaking out of their enclosures at night to steal fish from other tanks, then slipping back in before anyone notices. But here's what's wild. They do all this without a central nervous system like ours. Their intelligence is decentralized, like biological cloud computing. It makes you wonder, maybe intelligence isn't about how we define it. Maybe it's how you adapt to your world. 2. African gray parrots. You've probably seen birds talk before. But African grays don't just mimic, they understand. One famous parrot named Alex learned over 100 words, could count, and even understood abstract concepts like bigger and same. At one point, when he was tired of testing, he looked at his trainer and said, "I'm gonna go now." Then turned around and walked away. He wasn't guessing. He knew exactly what he was doing. These parrots can live up to 50 years and develop emotional bonds, empathy, and even sarcasm. Some researchers believe their cognitive abilities rival those of a 5-year-old child. So the next time a parrot mimics your voice, don't laugh too quickly, they might be testing you. 3. Elephants. We already know elephants are emotional giants. They mourn their dead, recognize themselves in mirrors, and form lifelong friendships. But did you know they can also cooperate with strategy? In one study, 2 elephants were shown a setup where they had to pull ropes simultaneously to get food. If one pulled too early, it failed. So what did they do? They waited for each other. Deliberately. They understood timing, teamwork, and patience, something even humans struggle with in rush hour traffic. Plus, elephants can remember specific watering holes from decades ago. That's long-term memory on another level. In a world where we forget what we walked into the room for, that's impressive. 4. Crows and ravens. Let's talk about birds again, this time, the brainiacs in black. Crows have been seen making tools out of sticks and wires. They drop nuts on crosswalks, wait for cars to crack them, then swoop in when the light turns red. That's real-time problem solving with traffic lights. They can recognize human faces, not just once, but years later. And if you wrong them, they'll remember, and tell their friends. That's right. Crows literally hold grudges and pass along your face like a wanted poster in the sky. In some cases, researchers say their problem-solving ability rivals that of great apes. Not bad for something with wings and no hands. 5. Dolphins. And of course, we couldn't leave out dolphins. They've got complex social structures, names for each other, yes, names, and play just for the sake of playing. They've been observed cooperating to herd fish, using sponges as tools, and even understanding basic syntax, the building blocks of language. But here's what's even more interesting. Dolphins might have something we call metacognition, the ability to think about what they're thinking. In one experiment, a dolphin was given a task and a third option: I don't know. And guess what? It used that option when it truly didn't know the answer. That's self-awareness. And how many humans do you know who are willing to say, I don't know? So are these animals smarter than humans? Maybe not in every way. But in the ways that matter, adaptability, memory, emotional intelligence, and communication, they're way closer to us than we'd like to admit. And honestly, they do it all without polluting the planet or inventing online comment sections. That alone says something. If this video made you see animals in a new light, or made you rethink what intelligence really is, you're not alone. This is Quicklet, where we take big ideas, surprising science, and hidden truths, and turn them into videos that actually stick. If you're into mind-blowing facts, psychology, and wild stuff the world barely talks about, hit that subscribe button and stick around. We've got more coming that'll change the way you see everything. See you in the next one.